Hi everyone, I came across this really good question I wanted to share with you in order to explain the concept of problem solving. So it will take 120 minutes to fill a swimming pool using water from 5 taps. So 120, 5 taps. And then it says, how many minutes would it take to fill the pool if only 3 of the taps are used? So 3 taps, we're trying to find out how many minutes, right? So your first instinct would have been 120 times 3 divided by 5, which equals to 72 minutes, right? But let's think this logically. So we have a swimming pool, 5 taps. It takes 120 minutes. What if I had 3 taps? Do you think it would take longer or less than 120 minutes? So think about it logically. You have 5 taps, it takes 120 minutes. If you have less taps, you would expect that you would have to sit longer and to wait for the swimming pool to fill up, right? So this method doesn't work. That's why it's really important to understand the problem. What is the problem? Try to put yourself in that situation or in context in order to understand the question. So let's assume we only have 1 tap. If we have 1 tap, we would expect that it would take 5 times longer than if it was on if we had 5 taps. So it'll be 120 times 5, which equals to 600 minutes. So that's if we had only 1 tap. If we had 2 taps, then it means we'd wait half of the time. So half of this, 600 divided by 2, which equals to 300 minutes. So instead of waiting for 600 minutes, we'd wait for 300 minutes. Okay, so what about if we had 3 taps? Then this means that we would wait a third of the time. So it'll be 600 divided by 3, which equals to 200 minutes. So it takes 200 minutes for 3 taps to fill this swimming pool. This makes more sense than this. Okay, and what about the second assumption, part B of this question? State one assumption. So we're assuming with these ones, people always underestimate these 1 markers. They're called reasoning answers or reasoning questions, sorry. So you have to answer these questions because there's so many of them in the GCSE papers. You can't keep ignoring them. So our assumption is going to be all the taps are releasing water. This makes sense, right? At the same rate or speed. That's what we're assuming. Okay, so I hope this has helped in order for you to understand what problem solving questions is and how it's important to understand the context of the question before you give your answer.